GTA San Andreas. We're doing the Vigilante mission in Los Santos on the police bike. Double A gamer for life. Okay, so before starting this, I've been out to Las Venturas many times, and I got several rounds for the minigun. I would not even attempt doing these vigilante missions. This is pretty much at the very beginning of the game. As you can see, the only mission up there was for Ryder, so that was like right after tagging the turf, and that was only because I wanted to get my M4 up to Hitman level. Alright, so right from CJ's house, I got a police bike in there, and the bike is one of the fastest way to get around, and the minigun is one of my favorite heavy weapons in the game. I don't really care for the rocket launcher, the heat-seeking missile, or any of that. The minigun is pretty much my go-to heavy weapon, and I wouldn't even attempt the vigilantes without it. So, and the reason why I carry the minigun, when the game first came out, I was like hating that I had to wait till almost the end of the game to get the Brown Thunder or a tank to get my vigilante done to get maximum armor. And so I tried doing the vigilantes in the beginning of the game, and what would happen is, yes, you can easily get behind the enemies and shoot them up with your submachine gun to the point where they'll get out of the car, but then it's a battle on the streets, and they're all popping shotguns, and they can do a lot of damage to you real quick. So I was like, I need to blow these cars up without the enemies getting out of them. So knowing the game the way I do, I just go out to Las Venturas, and because the way I get my game set up, when I get wasted, I won't lose my weapons. Now, there's a couple ways of doing that. I'm not going to really get into that right now. One, even though the San Fierro isn't opened up, you can possibly get out there and get Katie as a girlfriend previous to opening up San Fierro. Even though that would give you a wanted level, but she'll be your girlfriend, and that'll keep you from losing your weapons if you get wasted. The other is to use a cheat code. So whatever is floating your boat, but that ability will give you either way will give you the ability to keep your weapons if you get wasted, which makes getting out to Las Venturas at this part of the game real easy. If you didn't have that, going out to get the minigun would be a problem, because you'd have to get back and save the game in order for it to count. I mean, right now I could easily go out, get the minigun, and then get wasted, and I will keep whatever rounds I get. So no matter how you do it, the minigun will make your life a lot easier. As you can see right here, alright, level 4, easy peasy. I get the level 12 with under 15 minutes, and getting the bike, or using the bike, is the fastest way to get around. You can easily cut through traffic, and it's a lot faster than using a car. Okay, now as far as dealing with a wanted level, I would definitely recommend taking a little time finding the map, so the bribes and the armor is not really a big thing. So what I would do is I'd take a little time and just kind of scout Los Santos, where the armors are, where the police bribes. Now, as far as the armor goes, you can go into an armor store, an ammo store, and get armor if you have to. So, like I say, you got to basically a minute to get in and out of an ammo store if that's what you got to do. I love the minigun. It is awesome. It makes quick work of blowing up a car and dealing with these enemies. So your biggest thing is kind of watching the way your enemies are driving through the map. So obviously you want to try to predict where they're going and try to be in front of them. Probably, there goes my bike. Doing something stupid like that. Okay, so I know the area a little fairly well. I know there's a police bribe down here in Glen Park. Anytime I get more than 1 star, I'm gonna do something to lose the heat. Now, considering I'm not super pressured here, went off just get this 1 police bribe. Now, anytime you get 2 or 3 police stars, what I'll do is go down to the paint and spray right by the pizza shack down there in Idlewood. There's always a car there, so you just get off the bike, get in the car, go to the paint and spray, lose the heat, and then just run out of the paint and spray, get back on your bike. Okay, now if you know this game, you'll know that you can't paint and spray any police vehicle, so you need to try to keep your vehicle in good shape. Okay, that wasn't too pretty, but I got it done. The thing is with the minigun, you can't sprint while it's equipped. So if you need to run fast, you need to change to your SMG real quick. But before you get back on the bike, make sure to equip the minigun again. So like I was mentioning before, come down to the pizza shack right here. There's always a vehicle here. Okay, and it's real close to the paint and spray. This makes this area doing the vigilante the easiest out of all the areas. Because pretty much no matter where you are, this was like a bonus. I wasn't expecting the vehicles to pretty much pop out in front of me. So instead of them running off, I figured I'd just go ahead and pop out of the car, get them, and then hit the paint and spray. Okay, so level 7, which is pretty nice. Only like 7 minutes into this vigilante. Now I could have just grabbed the cop bike right there. It doesn't really matter what police vehicle you get on, as long as you stay in one. Again, it's really not worth using an FBI Ranger, a police car, anything like that. Now the only upside is like when you get a wanted level, you will constantly see police vehicles coming at you, so you could always probably jack another one. So, but as you can see, the bike is the best way. Alright, so far this bike is taking some hits and it's still in pretty good shape, so okay, didn't really have a good shot on them, but they're coming around the circle, so alright, so there's plenty of time on the clock here. Head back to the paint and spray, lose the heat. Okay, so now we're dealing with 3 cars, which is nothing but a thing. Level 9, not a problem. Okay, so instead of going to the paint and spray, what I should do, I'm going to try to go get these 3 cars first. And It might be a mistake on my thing, but it's not. I get through it. But when you got the time, go to the paint and spray and lose the heat. I mean, one of the downsides to the bike is that you can get knocked off easily. Vigilante is by far one of my favorite side missions. Once I discovered the minigun, that is. But you definitely want to know where your armor's at and a good idea where the police bribes are. I'm feeling a little cocky here by not losing the heat. It's definitely a good idea to avoid the little pools of fire. You don't want to get your bike caught on fire by something stupid. See right there, he took a shot from a shotgun, and it'll definitely do some damage to you. Okay, so they're on the northern part of the town here, and I got over 8 minutes, so it's like, let's lose the heat.
You think you hard, huh?
Oh, stay in the car. Okay, just south of the paint and spray in the train yard is armor. And I know this because I've been down here like a zillion times to get armor here. Again, plenty of time on the clock. Alright, we're on 11, we only got 2 more levels to go. So we got the wanted level down, we got armor, we still got plenty of rounds for our minigun, so it's easy peasy. Alright, they're heading out to the expressway, or the roadway on the outer edge here. It's like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, level 12. Nice. Okay, it's something that definitely wasn't required, but just for my own amusement, I went ahead and did vigilante missions on the bike out in San Fierro and Las Venturas. Excuse me. And I also did it with the Brown Thunder, so I did the vigilante missions 4 times. Okay, now with the Brown Thunder, you're going to definitely need a little bit of piloting skills with that helicopter. Anyway, let's get our level 12 done. 1, 2, 3. Back on the bike. a little happy music, and then your armor has been upgraded to 150%, and we're loving that. And I go ahead and cancel the missions, and that takes care of the vigilantes down in Los Santos. And this is, like I said, at the very beginning of the game, because I like doing the game with as many upgrades as I can possibly get. Like at this point in the game, all my weapons are hitman level. The assault rifle, the that would be the AK, the M4, the MP5, the submachine guns, the silenced pistol, the Desert Eagle, the shotguns, all three of them. I get them all done, and that's that. Armor 150%. That's what we like to see. Double A gamer for life. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.